Now we are going to do Bravais lattice, right? As you all are familiar that we have this thing, 7 different types of unit cell and we have 4 different unit cell categories. So Bravais was the one who just sum up that 7 types of unit cell and 4 types of the categories and just gave 14 Bravais lattice structures. Just look at the board. So first we have simple cube. Like when we talk of cube, you know that in the cube A, B, C are equal and even the alpha, beta, gamma that is equal to the 90 degree. So in which form you get to see, like if you see the arrangement, see it is primitive type only at the corners. That means atoms are arranged only at the corners, and as you can see that on these corners we have not made the full atoms, right? They are only a part of atom, because actually the unit cells are like one unit cell atoms are shared by the another, the above, the below and one. So that is why they are contributing to different unit cell as well, right? So that is why we have shown only a part of this thing, a particle. That means this part is a part of means this much is a part of this and the other one is a part of the other unit cell. Now we can find this cubic one in the form of primitive as we shown, and we can also find in the form of body center. That means same the particles at corners, and moreover we will be having a particle in the center, right? So that means this will be shared by the other unit cell, but this particle again is shown a complete particle. That means this particle belongs to only the specific unit cell, right? So this is what is the body centered cubic. Again, if we talk about the parameters, sides are equal, angles are perpendicular, that means the 90 degree. So you have to keep in mind that in case of cube we get to see the primitive type and also the body centered type, that means the corners and in the center. And the next category which we can find the cube in the arrangement, that is the face centered as well, in which we will get to see the particles again at the corners, right, as we had in the primitive one, and like there is no particle in the centered one, right, but apart from that we have particles present in the each face. And as you can see, the size of this particle present on the each face is bigger as compared to the corner one. Because see, if this is a unit cell and we have a particle here, so it will be a part of this unit cell and that unit cell. That means this one particle is contributing simultaneously to one and to the adjacent one also. That is why it is slightly bigger, or you can say half of the particle. So in which 3 forms we find cubes? We find in body centered, primitive and face centered. Now we have tetragonal. What is tetragonal? Tetragonal, this thing, the lattice is that, unit cell is that in which A, B are equal but definitely not equal to the C. And as far as the angles are concerned, 3 of the angles are equal, that is perpendicular. So we get to see tetragonal in form of primitive. See, this is a tetragonal shape and this is again the particles present in the corners, and again you can see that these particles is not a complete particle because they are again they are a part of different unit cell as well, right? So they are contributing to many unit cell, you know, and how many unit cell? 8 unit cell. One particle at corner is contributing to 8. So actually from a part of particle it is only a 1/8 part which is actually a part of a given unit cell. Now we can find this in a primitive and even we can find in a body centered. Again at corners, right, and we have in a center. The center one is always a constituent of the given unit cell. It is not shared by the different unit cell. It is not at all shared by the different unit cell. So as you can see at corners, right, and there is a complete particle in center which is a part of only this unit cell. So that means we can find tetragonal in form of primitive, as you just saw that on the corners, and you can also find in a body centered way, that is in the center. And as far as the dimensions are concerned, you know that these 2 sides are equal, not equal to the third sides, and angles are again the 90 degree, right. Now what we get to see that there are only 2 forms of the tetragonal, but when we talk about orthorhombic, again what we get to see in this, we get to see that neither of the side is equal. That means neither the A, neither B, nor 3 of the sides are different from each other. But as far as the angles are concerned, again they are perpendicular, that is the 90 degree. So it exists in a primitive form in a similar manner. That means each particle is contributing to again the 8 unit cell. Always keep in mind that the particles which are present in corner are a part of 8 unit cell around, right. So that means they are contributing to their unit cell only 1/8 part, right. So this is what we get to see. We get to see orthorhombic in a form of primitive one. So this is what you get to see in this figure. Now you can get to see this orthorhombic form in another way also, that is the base orthorhombic. And what is that base orthorhombic? You get to see the particles at corner and again on any this thing or any of the parallel planes. So here you get to see this one, these parallel planes chosen to be this one. This can be this also. This can be this in front and back also, right. So any of the two parallel planes, the particles will be present. And as you can see, these particles are exactly half. These are 1/8, but these are half because they are contributing to the unit cell which is present adjacent to it, right. So this is what you will be having. And if I talk about the contribution, likewise they are contributing 1/8. So how much it is contributing? It is contributing half. That is why we have drawn half to it. So you get to see orthorhombic in a base centric also. We do get to see in a body centric also, that means corners and in the center. And as you know that when we talk about the body centered one, we have the particles at corner, again their contribution is 1/8, right. And the one which is in center belongs to this specific unit cell, not to any other unit cell. It is not shared by any other unit cell. That is why it is shown by a complete particle. It is not broken into any piece, right. So this is what we get to see in a body centered orthorhombic. So that means we get to see orthorhombic in the primitive one, also in the body centric one and also in the base centric one, right. So this is the body centric orthorhombic. And similarly what we get to see that this orthorhombic do exist in a face centric one. So till now the orthorhombic is a form which is get to see in 4 different unit cell categories, because total of the categories we have is 4. So orthorhombic exists in all of the 4 categories, that is the base one also, the face one also, the body center also, and as well as the primitive also. So this is the face center. You know that the corners and each particle on each face, and the contribution of the corner particle is only 1/8. But when we talk about the particle on each face, so it is exactly half, because it is contributing to this unit cell also and to the also unit cell which is present adjacent to it. So this is how is the face centric orthorhombic one. Now the other form you know that the different type of unit cell is the rhombohedral. And what is the rhombohedral? Rhombohedral one is the unit cell, is that unit cell in which sides are equal but alpha, beta, gamma are not equal to 90 degree, right. Or you can say alpha, beta can be equal to 90 degree but gamma is not equal to 120 degree. So you can found this in a form of primitive, that is at corners. This in different unit cell what you get to see that there are of different shapes, and you need to remember that what exactly the similarity between the edges and their angles. So how it exists? It is shown that it exists in a primitive form. So all the Bravais lattice, they show the primitive one. It is compulsory that they will be showing the primitive one. So as you can see again, these particles are contributing only 1/8, because each particle is shared by 8 unit cells, above, below, sides and this side. So this is what we have the rhombohedral one. Now how it exists in the different forms, like if we talk about that, do it exist in a face centric form, do it exist in a base centric or edge centric. So you will be knowing that we get to see in orthorhombic, we get to see all 4 types of form, but in rhombohedral what we get to see only one form, that is the primitive one. And similar thing happens in monoclinic. So monoclinic is that in which you get to see this kind of shape, and neither side is equal. Alpha and gamma are equal to 90 degree, but beta is not equal to 90 degree, right. Means alpha and gamma are obviously in the perpendicular, but beta is not going to equal to 90 degree, that means it is not perpendicular. So you get to see in a primitive form. What is the primitive form? Again the particles are arranged at the corners, at each corner. So you have 8 corners. So what total number of atoms do you have? You have 8 atoms. And if we talk about the contribution, then each atom at corner is contributing 1/8 to the given unit cell. This is how, that is why we have shown in the broken pieces, that is the actual contribution in the particular unit cell. So this is what is the monoclinic form. These all unit cells just vary in case of the shapes, right, and obviously on the part of edges and the angles when we talk about. Like in this case, neither of the side is equal, no side is equal to each other. But if we talk about angles, 2 angles are 90 degree and beta is again not 90 degree. So you have to keep in mind when you are talking about any kind of the unit cell. The next which we get to found is the monoclinic. So monoclinic we get to see in a primitive form, and moreover we can get to see in a base centric form. And now I think you remember that is what is base centric form. That means you will get to see the particles at the corners, and moreover along with that we will get to see the particles at two parallel planes. Like in this case they have used this parallel plane, this one and this one. And again as we talk about the contribution of the particles, so they are exactly half. That means they are contributing to this unit cell also and to the adjacent one also, right. So if somebody is going to ask you that for the phase centering, what is the contribution for it to the actually to this unit cell, so you are going to say that these are two particles and they are contributing half, so it comes out to be 2 into half. We will be doing this number of atoms in the next topic, but still for the sake that you should know that why these atoms are not spherical or why part of this particle is actually used, that is why I am just trying to explain you. But we will be taking up in the next topic in detail that why do we use pieces instead of a complete particle in it. So this is what is the monoclinic. So again you need to remember the edges, the angles and the form in which it exists. We already did primitive and this is the base centric form. Now the next form is the hexagonal, right. So which unit cell is called as hexagonal? Hexagonal one is that in which A and B are equal, but they are definitely not equal to the third side, right. And when we talk about the angles, alpha and beta are perpendicular, but gamma is equal to 120 degree. So this is the shape which you get to see, right. And what kind of category it falls into? Obviously it is a primitive category because you get to see particles only at the corners. Just keep in mind all the unit cell forms always exist in primitive categories. They show a primitive, that is a simple structure, that is the primitive one. But whether they will show the base centric, phase centric or this thing body centric, it depends. You have to learn that, right. So you have to keep in mind that in which forms like which unit cell exists in which forms. So as you have seen that in hexagonal you have to remember the edges, you have to remember the angles as well, and moreover you should know that how to draw the shape, right. And here it is showing a primitive kind of hexagonal form. So you get to see hexagonal in a primitive form. The next what we have is, we have this thing, the triclinic one. Triclinic one is that in neither of the side is equal nor of the angle is equal to 90 degree. That means angles are not perpendicular to each other and neither the sides are equal, as you can see in the figure, the box which they have made, that neither the side is equal, neither the angle is equal, right. And what kind of shape do you get to see in case of triclinic? As you saw in the hexagonal one, there was only primitive form. So likewise in the triclinic we get to see only a primitive form, no body centric, no face centric, no base centric, nothing. Only the arrangement can be the primitive one, that is at the corners, only at the corners, right. Again what you get to see that is there any complete particle at corner? No. You get to see that there the particles are broken into pieces, because keep in mind, we will be doing in next topic as well, that the particles which we are doing are actually not a particle of only that unit cell, it contributes to different unit cells, and the particles which are present at corner contributing to 8 unit cells, right. So that is why we get to see this thing, right. So you have to keep in mind that which unit cell exists in which categories, right. So the orthorhombic was the one which you get to see in the 4 of them, that is the primitive, phase centric, base centric and the body centric, and the other one, like as you saw, the triclinic and hexagonal, they were existing only in the primitive form. There was no body centric or no end centric, nothing like that. So what you do is you just write the 14 Bravais lattice and write their names along and write the forms in which they exist, and then try to draw the shapes, because once you should be thorough that what kind of you can say like if I talk about cubic, so what kind of arrangement do I get to see, that you should remember that it exists in a primitive form, it exists in a body centric form, it exists in a face centric form, because you all are familiar how to draw the face centric one or the body centric, we took in a previous topic, right. So but for this moment what you have to do, just make a tabular chart, learn that first and then try to draw the figures, then you will be able to do that in a easy manner, right.